To decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Finds his target. It's Swift. Picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Rolling to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Off the play fake, Mariota. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Andrews. Touchdown! Mark Andrews. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Lions are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to at the 26. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Here's Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Lions are going to That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
He's got it at the 15. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Swift going to try up the middle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. From the 9, 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So the completion gets him just a yard. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They go play action. Mariota. They'll roll him out right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Marcus Mariota. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Lions 14, Vikings nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll send the slot in motion left. From the 27, Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they're going to have this across midfield. And well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. In motion, the tight end. After the sack on 1st down, Cousins flushed to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
On play action, Cousins. That's going to be caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. T.J. Hockenson, 31 yards. And the Vikings are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Nevis is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Play action now. Mariota rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. Following the interception, Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Play action now. Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Dancing to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Ray certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action. Cousins. He'll buy some time right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they throw the pick in the air. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
A first down throw for Cousins. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Justin Jefferson.
40 yards.
And the Vikings have got it back to within a score.
He took the hit when he threw that ball. Maybe the O-line just thankful that that worked out for a touchdown.
Yeah, because, you know, their pride is don't let that guy get hit, no matter what, under any circumstances. But anytime it pays off in a touchdown, they'll figure out how to block a little bit better going forward.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. A second down throw here for Mariota. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Mariota sliding out of the pocket. Here's a diving catch right side. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And this time they were waiting for it as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Second down at 4.
Cousins to throw it. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
First down. Here's Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Goodwin. It'll be a gain of just a yard at its second down.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit.
DeAndre Swift.
50 yards.
And the Lions are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. And he had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play? Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins.
There's Jefferson to pull that in.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. From the red zone now, Cousins. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Steps away. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. But not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a...
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play fake. Cousins. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Throwing. Cousins. They'll dump this off to Cook. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Now Cousins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. 1st down Vikings.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
And this will be covered up by the Lions, and that might just about seal the deal. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
This was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against something extra